Around right quick. Okay, so you're wanting one of the overdose rescue kits. Do you know what Narcan is?
Yes.
Okay, so that's helpful. So it will reverse the effects of an opioid overdose. An overdose basically is the receptors in the brain get overloaded with opioids, and it suppresses the respiratory system, so the person ultimately is not able to breathe. So this is a medicine that works really fast, and if administered in a timely manner, can save someone's life. So identifying an overdose, the person will be unresponsive. You won't be able to awaken them. Probably not breathing or very shallow breathing. So of course, in any given situation that an individual is unresponsive, call 911. Check and make sure that they're not choking. And then secondly, what you want to do is administer 2 rescue breaths. If you're not 100% with doing that with a perfect stranger, you can always use your shirt as a barrier or choose to do chest compressions. It's recommended 5 to 6, 7 chest compressions. The staying alive, okay? It's not CPR, it's just compressions. We want to keep oxygen going to the brain, okay? So in each kit, of course, is 2 unopened doses, which they look just like this.
Okay.
There's an expiration date down at the bottom here. This one's good till 2020, I think August.
Okay.
So you've done the rescue breathing or chest compressions with the individual. Now you want to administer 1 dose, and this is 1 dose.
Okay.
So open it up. You're going to stick this actually right up into the nasal. The medicine's already in this. It's already loaded and ready to go. Push the plunger, and it sprays the medicine that will travel the mucous membrane system and go straight to those receptors in the brain.
Okay.
So 1 dose is administered. After the 1 dose, you're probably not going to get an immediate response. You want to continue the rescue breathing and or chest compressions. About 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes. If you get no response still, there's a 2nd dose in the kit. Open it up and administer it into the other nostril.
Okay.
Keep doing your rescue breathing or chest compressions to keep that oxygen flow going. Hopefully you get a response. If not, by then first responders should be on the scene to assist and take over at that point. This is safe. If it is administered to someone who's not experiencing an opioid overdose, it's not going to do anything.
Okay.
It's harmless to them, okay? Any questions so far?
Nope.
About any of that? Okay, awesome. So I'll go over what's in the kit. So 2 doses are inside this kit, a list of resources, and this includes Knox County and a lot of surrounding counties, all right? Whether it be treatment or support, whether in a group, AA group, whatever. My contact information.
Okay.
There is also the Illinois Helpline toll-free number, which is accessible 24/7, that will connect any individuals with substance use treatment, support as well, and mental health options. Also inside of this kit is an overdose reversal sheet. If in fact you need to use the doses to save someone's life, we ask that gets filled out because we need this for in order to sustain grants like this. We really need the statistics of bystanders that are stepping up and saving people's lives.
Okay.
We need to show, we know how many people die from overdose, but we need to know how many are living due to having Narcan handy, okay? Any other questions or concerns?
I don't believe so.
None? All right, so all I need from you is a simple, your name and date, and then I just need your initials next to those, and that is it.
All right.
You are good to go. I appreciate you taking the time to do this today. And this is medicine, so don't leave it in your car. Keep it in your bag or wherever out of extreme temperatures.
Okay. That's it?
Yes.
Alrighty.
And I'll give you a naloxone fact sheet, which gives just some factual information about Narcan.
Okay.
And if you have any questions or whatever, my card, like I said, is in there. Feel free to reach out.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Sue Tisdale, let's talk a little bit. We are live on Facebook, and our viewers just watched you. What did they just watch you do? Why don't you explain for people what you're here doing at Carl Sandburg College?
So, making an attempt to save lives from overdose.
Opioid overdose.
Opioid overdose.
And involved in that is a rescue kit that you are handing out. It's part of a grant, a drug overdose prevention grant that came into being in 2017, right?
Correct.
In July of 2017. So since July of 2017, you've been going around the state, I assume, the state of Illinois, the area here, and talking to people and handing out these overdose prevention kits. Is that pretty much how things... Now, they started before that, of course.
So the grant itself initially covers 35 counties in the state of Illinois.
Okay.
And I personally cover 12 of those counties.
Okay.
Some of the other counties are subcontracted to other agencies.
Right.
To cover the demographic areas. So to date, we not only train and distribute the Narcan, but also provide opioid education and awareness to the fact about this health epidemic, with hopes to break some stigma and stereotypes that are associated with this, and get individuals more, I think, prepared if in fact they've not been affected by opioids in their life in some way, shape, or form. It's pretty certain that they will be.
Right.
And it's best, it's an ounce of prevention, basically, to have the knowledge and know how to use Narcan and know what it is, simply to provide that much prevention.
I don't mean to simplify things, but sitting here watching you do the presentation, it is not hard to learn how to do this. Is that a fair enough assessment of?
Yes.
Of
2 or 3 minutes, and you can really educate someone on what it is and how to use it.
Your involvement in opioid overdose prevention started before this grant, though.
Yes.
It started in the wake of the death of your son.
Oh, you look like...
And so, can you tell us a little bit about your son?
Sure. So my son, Richard Long Jr., died February 8th, 2015 from an opioid overdose. He actually started experimenting with prescription pain medications his sophomore year of high school.
Right.
Gradually, this grew into opioid use disorder, opioid addiction, and he died 2 weeks before his 29th birthday. Never really struggled with heroin per se, but mostly prescription type pain medications, self-medicated, benzodiazepines as well, meth, just a variety of substances, and ultimately it took his life. And that year, my daughter and I kind of, once we gathered ourselves together, decided that we really needed to do something to bring awareness to this, and maybe prevent other families from dealing with this very same sad situation.
Right. And so 6 months later, you started an annual walk to raise awareness, I believe.
Yeah.
And that's based out of Canton,
yes,
Illinois. And so then you get involved with the grant-funded, the statewide effort where you're primarily, you do a dozen counties, you said earlier.
Correct.
And so to let folks know, we're out at Carl Sandburg College and we're talking with Sue Tisdale, and you're going to be giving a talk about this issue and kind of explaining what you're doing again tonight. What time is that going to be?
6 p.m. I'll be doing a presentation that provides opioid education, a little bit more of an insight of the effects of opioids. What are opioids?
Right.
Also identifying maybe someone that's abusing opioids, identifying an overdose, and ultimately how to respond to an overdose with using Narcan.
And do we know where that's going to be located? Like right here?
Yes.
Right here in the student lounge. So this is Building B. So they come right in the front entrance of Building B, and it's open to the public. It's not just for students.
Right.
And you had like I found this very interesting. You had a Knoxville firefighter here.
Yes.
You just explained to a Knoxville firefighter, and he has an opioid overdose rescue kit. So, and you've done, I think, 12 now. So far today, and you've been here since 11, and you'll be here till 1. So that you're quite busy at this table. I'm taking up a little bit of your time.
Really good response.
But then to repeat tonight, folks, you know, I know a number of people who have family members who are struggling with opioid addiction for whatever reason, whether it's self-medication because of behavioral issues or else the residual of pain medication. You know, some people start because they've been on pain medication.
Right.
But this cannot hurt to have, right? This Narcan kit, and there, what we want to stress is that in the opioid overdose rescue kit, there's a lot more than just the Narcan nasal spray. Kind of tell people, I know they saw it outlined as you laid it out for one of the people who came up, but tell us again, what's in this overdose kit and rescue kit, and what makes it so important?
So, of course, the Narcan is very important because that is the medication that will reverse the effects of an overdose. Also, a very important part of this kit is a resource list that we've included. Basically compiled a lot of local substance use and mental health based treatment support, whether it be counseling, even meetings like NA, AA, supportive measures that may help someone get connected and maybe choose to look into going into recovery. Or maybe help families help other people that they care about connect to a resource. Because that is very important. We, in a rural area, we have limited resources. So anything that we can help with in promoting that, and getting that information into the right hands is essential.
Okay. Well, to repeat once again, Facebook viewers really want you to take away the message that if you have any questions about the Narcan nasal spray, about opioid overdose, come out tonight, 6 p.m., Building B at Carl Sandburg College. You're going to meet Sue Tisdale. She's going to tell you about the opioid overdose and a lot of information. You just sitting here with you for 10 minutes, I learned a lot that I didn't know. You know, so and watching you make the Narcan nasal spray, how to administer that. You make it very clear and simple. So people will get a chance to learn that tonight. Will people get the opioid overdose rescue kit tonight also? If they
choose to take one and would like to take one with them, yes, they will be available.
All right. Sue Tisdale, I kind of showed up out of the ether today. It's been a very busy morning in Galesburg, but I really want to thank you. I really appreciate your time, and good luck tonight. And hopefully people will come out and find out a lot of very valuable information.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You bet. Facebook viewers, thanks for joining us. We've been with Sue Tisdale, and we're talking about opioid overdose awareness and about the role of Narcan in the prevention of overdose deaths. All right. Thank you, folks.